how to build confidence in sales even if you're new. Let me say something that might hurt your feelings a little bit. You actually don't lack confidence. This is what you lack. You lack reps. And that's actually good news, because that means confidence is something you can build. Because I promise you, when I first got into sales, I was not confident at all. I was so shy, I overthought everything, I didn't know what to say, and I actually thought I was going to be a doctor. I know, completely different path, but when I got into sales, I realized something. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you train. So if you're watching this right now and you feel like maybe I'm just not confident enough to sell, this video is going to change that for you. Here's the biggest lie people believe about confidence. They think confidence comes first and then results come after. That is completely backwards. Confidence comes after you do the uncomfortable things. After you talk to people, after you mess up, after you get rejected, and after you still show up anyway. That's where confidence comes from. Now fast forward to today. I've done hundreds of demos, closed deals, built a team, and helped other women step into sales. And I can confidently tell you, confidence is not a personality trait. It's actually a skill. And if it's a skill, that means you can learn it too. I want you to write this down. Confidence is built through competence. I'm going to say it again. Confidence is built through competence. The more you know what you're doing, the more confident you become. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm just not confident, no, you just haven't built the skill yet. And that's actually empowering, because now we know what to fix. Step number 1 to building confidence in sales, you need to master your product. And I don't mean just kind of know it. I mean, you know it so well, nobody can shake you. Because here's the truth. If you don't believe in what you're selling, you will never sound confident. People can feel hesitation. They can hear it in your voice, they can see it in your body language, and hesitation kills sales. But when you know your product works, when you've seen the results, when you understand exactly how it helps people, you don't feel like you're selling anymore. You will feel like you're helping. And that shift right there is where confidence starts to grow. So instead of asking yourself, how do I sound more confident? Ask yourself, do I actually know what I'm talking about? Now let's talk about something nobody tells beginners. When I first started, I didn't have confidence, so I borrowed it. I borrowed it from my mentors. One of them is my mom. I borrowed it from my environment. I borrowed it from people who are already winning. Because confidence is contagious. If you're around people who are scared, broke, and even negative, that's exactly what you're going to become. But if you are around people who are closing deals, making money, and moving with certainty, you start to pick up that energy. You start to speak differently, you start to carry yourself differently, and eventually it becomes your confidence. So if you're struggling right now, you might not have a confidence problem. You might have an environment problem. Step number 3, stop making it about you. This is where most people mess up. They make sales all about themselves. What if I sound dumb? What if they reject me? What if I mess up? That's not confidence, that's ego. Because you're focused on how you look instead of how you can help somebody else. The moment you shift your focus from yourself to the customer, everything changes. Now, instead of trying to impress them, you're trying to understand them. Now, instead of talking the whole time, you're asking better questions. Instead of forcing a sale, you're solving a problem. And when you operate from that place, confidence comes naturally, because it's not about you anymore. Step number 4, repetition builds confidence. Let's be real, you're not going to become confident overnight, and that's okay, because confidence comes from reps. Your first few conversations probably going to be awkward. Your first few demos, probably not your very best. Your first few closes, yes, you might mess up, and that's totally normal because every single rep is building your confidence. This is why athletes do so well in sales, because we understand something most people don't. Reps create results. I've been an athlete my whole entire life, and confidence never came from thinking about winning. It came from practice over and over and over again. Same thing in sales. The more you do it, the less scary it becomes. Until one day, you're walking into conversations with certainty, not because you feel confident, but because you've done it so many times. Reps remove fear. Step number 5, control your energy. Now let's talk about something people always overlook, your energy. Confidence is not just what you can say, it's how you show up. You can't be tired, low energy, negative, and expect people to trust you. Your energy walks into the room before you even speak. That's why I take my fitness so seriously. That's why I stay disciplined. I have routines, because when I show up to a sale, I'm already in a winning state. And you need to learn how to control your state as well. Your posture, your tone, your eye contact, all of that communicates confidence before you even say a word, because your energy closes deals before your words do. Step number 6, assume the sale. Last thing, confident people don't beg, they lead. They assume the sale. So instead of saying, so do you want it? They say, which option works best for you? Instead of asking if, they ask how. And that changes everything, because confidence sounds like leadership. And people follow certainty, not hesitation. So let me wrap this up for you. You don't lack confidence. You lack reps, skill, and also maybe the right environment. Fix those 3 exact things and your confidence will definitely skyrocket. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start taking action, because confidence doesn't come first. Action does. And if you're watching this right now and you're serious about getting into sales, building your confidence, and actually changing your lifestyle, DM me WIN in the comments. I'm building a team of women who are ready to level up, make money, and step into their power, and I would love to help you. And remember, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.